Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Cristin, and I'm the mom of two little boys. My oldest is 3, and my youngest is now 5 months old. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about over-the-counter medications that I like to keep on hand for my kids when they get sick. I know when I very first had my oldest child and he got his first cold, it was one of those like, what do I do? What do I give him? How do I give it to him? What am I doing with my life? My kid's sick. Oh my goodness. So, mommy tip number 1. After you watch this video, go out and buy some of these items just to have them on hand, because there's nothing worse than taking a sick kid out to the store. So, these are really worth keeping on hand. I keep them on hand all the time because you never know when your kid's just gonna like get a cold. So, these are they're just worth having. We're also gonna talk a little bit about teething and also a smidge about gassy babies. So, gassy babies, things that I can't tell you much about right now because I don't have these items on hand, but they were a huge help with my oldest son. Thankfully, my new baby had no need for them, which is awesome. But if your child has tummy problems, gas in their bellies, one thing you can do is baby yoga. I will leave a link to a video down below showing you how to do it. It's super easy. It sounds kind of scary, but it's not at all. I promise you, your child might even like it. I remember my oldest would giggle and laugh. He loved it, and it'll really get him farting, so it helps. The other things you can use are Gripe Water or gas relief drops, which I have more experience with the gas relief drops. I really felt like those worked a lot better for my oldest son than the Gripe Water. Gripe is supposed to help a lot with colic. Colic wasn't really an issue that my oldest son had. His was gas in the tummy. So gas drops really helped him a lot until I found the baby yoga. We started doing that a couple times a day, and that just really helped with his digestion and getting the farts out, and we were able to stop using the gas drops. So I will link both of those below if it's something that you think you might be interested in. And if you're looking for any of these medications and you're at Walmart, go back to the baby section. That's where you're going to find them at. I remember the first time I went to go get medication for my son when he got sick. I was back in like the regular medication section, and everything there was for like older kids and up. Like I could not find anything for baby. So baby stuff is back in the baby section. No brainer. So, moving on into teething, things that really help with teething. I love amber teething necklaces. I need to do a full review video on these things, but I think they work like a charm. Do your research, talk to your doctor, see what people's opinions, or, you know, gather your own opinion on it. But the amber teething necklaces, make sure you get a light colored necklace because they're going to have a higher concentration of the acid. The acid that's in them, I forget what it's called, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. It is naturally occurring within the body as a natural pain reliever, like we naturally make it ourselves. When you wear the necklace, it has to go against baby's skin. Baby is not supposed to chew on the necklace. You can also get them in bracelets or anklets. Baby does not chew on them. I know it's called a teething necklace, but it's not for chewing. It needs to go against baby's skin, and as baby's skin heats up the necklace releases this natural acid onto their skin, and it's absorbed into the skin, and it just kind of like ups the natural concentration of this pain relieving acid that's already found in our bodies. A lot of people like to use these for arthritis. I've never personally used them, but I think I should. I just never think about buying one for myself. But I highly recommend them. I mean, we hardly had any teething issues at all with our oldest, and we're having very few teething issues with our youngest using the amber teething necklaces. They do take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours to work, so don't expect it to be like overnight, but you will see a noticeable difference in your kid. So yeah, I'll link those below. Love them. But in the meantime, if you don't have one, or you know, maybe your kid's just having a particularly painful tooth and that's not doing the trick, there is instant relief teething pain from Orijel. This is just like a little jelly that you rub on their gums. It's kind of like the same kind of Orijel that you would get to put in your own mouth, but you know, it's for babies and you rub it on their gums. Another thing that I think is awesome that I've been using most recently for my newest baby is teething tablets. They've got them from Hylands baby. I love, love, love the Hyland baby brand. I almost thought about reaching out to them for a sponsor for this, but I didn't. Maybe I should have. I love, love, love Hyland babies. They have teething tabs that I've recently had samples for, and I was using them on Ira, and they did amazing. They really worked really well. So I'll link that below too if you guys want to check out the teething tabs. So speaking of Hyland Baby, this is one of the cold pills that I would so recommend having on hand for your children. You can get them in daytime relief or nighttime relief. Nighttime relief is going to dry them out and knock them out. Dry them up. Nighttime relief is going to dry them up and knock them out. They are going to sleep hard and they're not going to be stuffy anymore. It's just going to like clean. What was that? I don't know what that was. Me hawking a loogie. It's just going to dry them out, you guys. This stuff works amazingly. Okay, you get 3 little pills in here. They taste like sugar, so your kid loves them. So make sure you keep them out of the reach of your kids. Okay, so that's what they look like. Just like little tablets. They are quick dissolving, so if you're giving it to a little one, you can just kind of hold it under their tongue, which is where it's supposed to go, until it dissolves. That's what I've done for Iris so far. Read your dosage for your kids. Talk to your doctor before you give them any kind of medication that I'm suggesting here. I don't want to be the cause of any kids getting sick, but this is what I keep on hand for my children. 3 tabs. Of course, read the instructions, but for my oldest right now, it's 3 tabs. And they are fast dissolving. He thinks they're candy, so he eats them without complaint, which it can be really hard to get little kids to take medication. So this stuff's pretty awesome, and it works like a freaking dream. Yeah, I definitely wish Hyland Baby would make medication for adults. They need Hyland adults because this stuff just works like a dream on my child. It just dries him out so quickly whenever he's got like a super stuffy nose and is congested. Freaking awesome. They also have it in a liquid if you'd like to use it in a liquid. I think I bought the liquid on accident. I was trying to buy more of these. Don't ask. I don't really know how it happened. The liquid works just as well as the pills. The pills are just easier to give. But while we're talking about administering liquid children's medication for little kids, we're talking like 6 months and up, getting one of these, if you can find it, is awesome. It's got like a little measurement thing here on the edge, so it's kind of like a like what you pour like your cough medicine into as an adult, okay, and then you can just drink it. That can be hard to get a little kid to do, so you can put it in one of these, and it's got like the little bottle nipple on top, and with some medications, you can get your kids to just drink it. I find it to be true for the Hyland Baby. Pretty easy to get my oldest son to just drink it out of this, so worth picking one of those up. Moving on to other things, we've got the Zarbees Baby Cough Syrup. This stuff does a really good job for cough and cold in kids who are really little. This is for infants that are 2 months and up. It does have dosage instructions on the back. All of these have dosing instructions on the back, so read those before giving anything to your kids. But this goes all the way up to 1 year, and it just works really well. I used it a lot for my oldest. I have had to use it a little bit for my new baby, and I think Zarbees is great. It's not as good as the Hyland Babies. It's not going to dry them up or do anything like that. But if they have a cough to them, it can really help. So moving on to something that is a little bit harder to get your kid to take. This is from the Parents' Choice brand. The last one I had was actually, I think, from Tylenol. But it's an infant's pain and fever reducer. Or reliever, however you want to say it. This one I've yet to use. It's for kids 2 to 3 years old. So I picked this up for my oldest son because we're heading into cold and flu, and it's just good to have things on hand. So this one's for pain and fever relief. It's ibuprofen free, aspirin free, alcohol free, gluten free. Used only with enclosed syringe. So syringe. So this one is from the ones we had last year. Yeah, giving your kid a syringe of medication is a pain in the butt. And getting my son to take the Tylenol, which was not flavored. It was the children's Tylenol, but I don't think, or maybe it was cherry flavored. That stuff's nasty anyway, so I can't blame him. This one's in grape. So hopefully things will go easier this year if and when he gets sick. But yeah, the infant Tylenol, the name brand one that I had last year, it worked. It did its job, but it was so hard to get him to take it. So you feel like a big meanie, but your kid needs it, and sometimes you gotta tag team them and have one parent hold them down. I like to lay him on a changing table because if he spits it out and it goes everywhere, I'd rather have it on the changing mat and it's an easier cleanup than say like his bed or his couch. Made that mistake. So sometimes you gotta have one parent hold the kid down, even though they're kicking and screaming and fighting you, but you know they need the medication. And so you take a syringe of the medication, whatever the dosage is, and you aim it towards the inside of their cheek and just do a little bit at a time. And sometimes you gotta kind of hold their mouth closed after you get it in there and just try to force them to drink it. It's a pain, but that's a little trick that I have, is shooting it into the back of the cheek. Don't go straight to the throat because you can choke your kid, but do it into the back of the cheek, and a lot of times they'll drink most of it. And then the medication can do its job. So that is, I think, everything that I like to keep on hand for my kids. So like I mentioned, it's really good to go ahead and have this stuff on hand for when your kiddos need it. Everything here is more geared towards kids who are like 3 and under. I don't have experience with kids older than that. But if you have infants, toddlers, these medications will be really good for them, and you know, if they need it. So of course, talk to your doctor, read instructions for dosing and age, requirements on the medications. Everything will be linked down below for you if you want to go and check it out. I highly recommend those amber teething necklaces. I, like I said, need to make a whole review video on that, but highly recommend those if you've got a teething baby. And yeah, that kind of wraps everything up. Just stock up on all the Hyland baby. Just buy it all. Stock up on the Hyland baby, stock up on the Zarbees, get yourself some Tylenol, and get a teething necklace, and you will be good to go. So that is everything for this video. I really hope you found it informative. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up so other mommies can find it as well. And make sure you subscribe to stick around for all my other mommy-related content. I think my toddler is in there destroying his bedroom. I hear a lot of things falling. So pray for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in my next video.